How's it going, guys? Welcome back to another video. This one I'm quite excited for. Like every video, I say that a lot, but this one I am genuinely excited for because it is mainly about my experience, and that is how to become the best version of yourself. It may have just sounded like I just gassed myself a lot, but let me explain. So you gotta do some certain things to become the best version of yourself, and there's some things that you should not do. So the video is basically things that I have done that really screwed me over to become the best version of myself, which I'm still not yet. I'm not even close. So let's get straight into it. Number one is having priorities. This is probably the most important one. You know, I don't have much of a script today. I'll literally show you guys. This is my script. That's my script. You know, I don't usually use like a full-on script, like word by word, but I don't have any notes down. And that's because I want this to be as real as possible. Priorities are very simple. Don't let things get in the way of your purpose. You know, say there would be a lot of things that I would do back in grade 9 when I started self-improvement. It's about second semester and I have just started getting into soccer with my friends, which is a good thing. But then it is not a good thing when it gets in the way of your goals. So at the time I was, you know, a big time gym. I wouldn't even say big time, but like, yeah, I was getting into the gym, you know, and I wanted to build a better physique. But one thing I was doing, instead of going, because what I used to do is I used to go to a community center gym, like not like a gym. I used to go to the community center and go to the gym, which is a very popular hangout place for my friends and other people. So I would go there and, you know, do my workout. But then as second semester rolled in, I would steer off from working out. And instead of going to the gym there, I would go out and play soccer with my friends.
Shut up, I know I'm bad, okay? That's gonna be my celebration, you know? I'm gonna grab the ball, do it.
Oh, that's so
You guys.
You know, I had a feeling when I was recording this video back in grade 9, I was gonna look 2 years into the future or however many years, and I'm gonna cringe so hard. What the fuck am I doing, bro? Anyways, just keep playing the clip, bro.
You get a celebration because you can't score. I know that. Bro! Oh no. Yeah! Right! Fuck you!
I don't even understand. Like, what was going through my mind? Bro, I was not nonchalant at all back then, man. Okay, let's just get back to the video. This is so retarded, bro. But I literally stopped going to the gym because one, I didn't want to, but two, because my friends were, you know, playing soccer. You know what I mean? So, okay, if you genuinely want to become the best version of yourself, you gotta let things not get in the way of what you're doing. So for me, that was soccer. Soccer was getting in the way of my gym time, and I literally stopped working out because then my Tuesday and Thursday ritual after school went from going to the gym to playing soccer. Dude, my hair looks so cooked right now. Like, if I sit here, it looks like I just have half my hair gone, but that's because it's so dark in the room. Like, I don't know how to fix that. Yeah, I literally can't. Let's see this, hold on. So for a lot of you guys who used to watch my videos back, like when I first started this channel like a whole year ago, you will know I used to do this. Oh shit. Wait, that actually looks good. Sorry guys, I'm tripping out. Okay, lighting just sorted out. Okay, I think this is how I'm gonna start doing videos now. You know, when it's in the morning, when it's a weekend, I'm gonna, you know, I just had this out and that'll be majority of the light, and then also coming from my monitor. But at nighttime, instead of just being in the dark, I'm just gonna do it like this. Oh man. I stopped using this light for good reason. So before, when I first started this channel, is I used to record on my iPad and the quality would be so bad. And I thought it was bad just because the lighting. But it's also probably because I wasn't like, you know, I don't know, I just didn't like the look of the videos. And also I was doing this, you know, right now you guys can see how I'm positioned and stuff. But then what I used to do is I used to do this. This, for the people who used to watch my old videos, if you go down further on my channel, this is what you guys would be seeing. You guys would be seeing all that. But now you guys just kind of just see this. And I'd move my... Anyways, that's, we're getting really sidetracked. Shit, I'm gonna do videos like this now. Anyways, priorities. Don't let people get in the way of your plans and your purpose, because say if you know... So what I used to do is, what I implemented in grade 10 is I realized that I was getting so sidetracked off of weightlifting and things like that. So when I started boxing, a lot of the discipline in my body to not either go home and play video games or straight up go hang out with my friends. Because some people I knew, they were going to the malls and they were doing things like that. And I'm not gonna say like, oh yeah, I was out here, you know, I'm not gonna be one of those dudes who are like, oh yeah, I'm at home while all my friends are partying and I've been staying up for 5 hours straight working on my business. I'm not like one of those people, right? But it is quite tempting to just steer off of whatever you're doing to experience pleasure. So for that pleasure being my friends, hanging out with my friends and stuff like that, right? It also does not help that, so I used to go to a community center. I go there now, but at the time I stopped going there. I stopped going to the community center and decided to, instead of Friday rituals, it would be at the community center, it would be Friday rituals at the boxing place. So yeah, we'll get more into that later. But anyways, priorities, it is very easy to just be steered off by your friends. Your friends will be like, oh yeah, you want to come to the mall with us? Oh, you want to come to the, you know, swimming with us? Oh yeah, you want to go watch Terrifier 3? It is very easy to just be like, yeah, okay. And you know what, it's okay, sure, it might be here and there. Okay, I can skip a session today, I'll make up for it tomorrow, kind of thing. But don't let it become a occurring habit, because that's what I used to do. I straight up quit weightlifting. A guy on self-improvement literally quit weightlifting to hang out with his friends. It wasn't even about the soccer. Like I didn't have a passion for it. I was shit at it. I just wanted to hang out with my friends. That's it. If they were doing anything else, if they were literally walking around, if they were studying, if they were just in the community center playing like Mario Kart, I would have done it anyway, because it had nothing to do with the soccer. It had to do with hanging out with my friends. So yeah, set priorities for yourself and do what you're meant to do. If you're supposed to go to the gym on Tuesdays and Thursdays, go to the gym. I need to ingrain this into your mind, how important it is to have a strong mindset and priority. You need to just put your fist in the ground and be like, no, I'm not gonna let this get in the way. I'm supposed to be doing something and I need to do it, because staying consistent is key, and that's what builds progress. So if you're constantly leaning off that, it's just whatever. It's just gonna fuck you up, and you won't notice it. But if you keep doing it, you're like, oh yeah, you know, okay, this week, next week, this week I went hung out with my friends. Next week I did a full week, and then a week after that, and then blah 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 blah. You're gonna only count the one time you're like, oh yeah, but that was 2 weeks ago, that felt so long. But it adds up. So at, like, say if you're using a year for an example, those amount of days are gonna count up to like weeks. So yeah, priorities, you gotta set priorities, because you don't know how much these things pile up, and also it gets in the way of your goals. Now, which leads me to my second point, discipline. You gotta do the hard work, especially when you don't feel like it. This one's a very obvious one. I'm not gonna go too in depth with it, but staying consistency is key, and that's what builds progress. So there's gonna be, once again, this kind of correlates to priorities. Priorities, you know, you won't have discipline if you go and hang out with your friends instead. That's going to show signs of low discipline. But if you have discipline and priorities, you will not do that such thing. You will go to the gym and do what you were supposed to be doing. So yeah, with discipline, the thing is that I don't know if you guys have seen those reels on Instagram or TikTok and stuff like that, but it shows I wouldn't say a graph, but it shows like an animation of a ball jumping on like this. I don't know. It shows motivation versus discipline, and it shows a ball just jumping and like this. Let's show motivation for an example. Motivation is motivation. Obviously it's gonna steer off, right? It's not gonna be consistent, because some days you're gonna be like, oh okay, fuck it, I'm not gonna do it today. So you're just gonna be kind of like, so fuck it. Some days you're just gonna be like, okay, you know what, fuck it, I'm not gonna do it today, you know, I'll do it tomorrow and stuff like that. So motivation, if you're running off motivation, sure, if you have a lot of motivation, which I do actually, then yeah, you could be fine. But a lot of people genuinely don't have that motivation. Discipline, however, if you're using discipline, it is consistent. The discipline, instead of motivation where you just go all the way up here, motivation is like, discipline is like this. So you're constantly, it's even and it's sorted out, and you're doing it every single day. It's consistent, which builds progress. So that's why it's so important to have discipline, because one, it builds character first of all, but two, once again, it keeps you consistent and gets you further towards your goal. People without discipline anyways tend to be the ones who don't make it that far, and because it shows that they don't want it that bad. You could argue with me right now, but then what are you doing currently? Okay, yeah, sure, not currently, but like, think of the times that you've, maybe this week or last week or the week before that, where you've had an off week and you're like, okay, well, I don't feel like doing it today, I'll do it tomorrow. Anyways, build your discipline. The way you can do that is by taking a little step here and then. Do things that get you out of your comfort zone, and do things that you really don't want to. So for an example, you know, if you're going out for a run, This is one that I like to do. If you're running 5 kilometers, you're at 5 kilometers and you're like, okay, you know what, I'm done. Run an extra 5K. Things like that. Things that just get you out of your comfort zone. You can pick whatever. Things that get you out of your comfort zone and train your discipline and your willpower. Anyways, that's it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace, bros.